Hi everyone, let's make pizza, shall we? Moment of truth! Moment of truth! Oh my god, it has doubled inside. Good day. And spicy. Oh, and so I usually have ingredients that I use in my step 1 as well as in my step 2 of my pizza making process. I will always pin them down in the description bar for you guys. After mixing our ingredients together, it is time to add in not hot water and not lukewarm water, but cold water, because cold water usually helps to improve flavor and gives a better texture to work with. So lukewarm water can also be used, but I would rather go for better texture and flavor than a shorter time to do my cooking. So I avoid by all means using hot water to knead my dough, because hot water usually kills the yeast and that stops it from rising. And I also avoid making the dough too soft, because that just makes it so hard to work with. And I do that by adding water gradually and not all in at once. So now that we're done with our step 1, let's go ahead and go to step 2, which is mostly just about playing around with the toppings for our pizza. And this is where you get creative. This is where you can add whatever you like to add. As for my case, I'm just going to be using some vegetables and pork. I don't know how many people use pork for their pizza, but really this is where you can use whatever you like. I went for pork, and that's because that's what I had, and I did not want to wait too long for like the perfect ingredient to use. I just wanted to have pizza, and that's why I went for pork. So for this part, I used 4 onions. I used 2 to prepare the toppings, and the other 2 I mixed together with tomatoes to make puree. Or how do you guys call it? Please let me know in the comment section. So I had a little bit of a problem with my blender, and that is why I did not make it the normal way that people do it. I just did it a little bit differently, but it still worked. Okay. Oh my god, I hate to grate cheese, and that is why I prefer to just cut it down with a knife, and it turned out pretty great. And so now this pork is our main ingredient, and I had mentioned earlier that this is where you can use absolutely anything. You can even choose to mix 2 ingredients together. But I went for pork, and I didn't really do much with it. I just fried it and added a few spices that I love so much. One thing I did not have that I wish I did was some yogurt, but either way it still turned out great. So I will pin down the spices that I used in the description bar in case you would like to try them out. At this point, our pork is looking really delicious. So we set our meat aside, and then we continue. So into the same pan, and tomatoes for my chops. Okay. So in the meantime, we have our toppings ready. Our pork right here, our not grated cheese, but we just cut it down with a knife, and our vegetables. So let's give it a few minutes, and then we'll go ahead and go to the next step. So this is a very basic process. I just basically fried down the onions and then added in tomatoes. So this is basically what we are going to use as our pizza sauce. I added a couple of ingredients that I'm also going to pin down in the comment section. Two last ingredients would be Choma Source. My most precious one would be Kaputei BBQ Source. Oh my god, you guys, this just takes the food to the next level. Not too much, just a little bit. I used about a teaspoon for each one of them. So at this point, our pizza sauce is ready. I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh, it actually smells really great. I'm just gonna go ahead and add in a little bit of water so that it's not too thick, you know what I mean? So that is the consistency of our pizza sauce. Now we'll go ahead and check out our dough, see how it's been doing in there. While we prepare our dough, this is going to be cooling down because I prefer to have it completely cooled down. So let's go ahead and work on our dough. Okay, so guys, this is the moment of truth. We want to find out if the dough has risen or not, because if it has, it's obviously a good sign that we did an amazing job. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Oh my god, it has doubled in size and this makes me so happy. Okay, so now this is good. This is good. You know, this is why you're supposed to make it not too soft when you're kneading it, so it doesn't get sticky. Okay, now we're going to divide this dough into two because I want to have two pizza. Work on one, just like so. Oh, let me put this away. I think I'm too excited. So we're going to divide our pizza into two portions so that we have 1 and 2. Okay, so let's start with the first one and then we will finish off with this one. Okay, the other one can stay covered while we work on this one. Let's dust our surface with some flour so that it does not give us a hard time. Okay, just making it better to work with, pressing it down. Normally I'll just roll it down the same way I would for chapati because I want to get it as thin as possible. It has yeast in it, so it's gonna rise again. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll it. Roll it, roll it. By the way, while we are rolling our chapati, our pizza dough, we can heat the oven so that by the time we're done, it has the right temperatures. Okay, so as you guys may have observed, this is quite big. That means the only time I can buy a pizza pan would be when I think of buying a bigger one than the one that I have, but otherwise it serves me perfectly, and that's pretty much it. So I just roll it the same way I roll a chapati dough. So now I can go in with my fork and make some holes on it. Okay, so sorry I did not make it to record some parts, but that's just because I was a little too excited at this point. But that's nothing to worry about in case you're learning how to make pizza. So I should have made the holes right after I was done rolling, but instead I did the holes after I had added the pizza sauce, which is the tomato and onions mixed together with some spices. So I made the holes. And by the way, can you guys actually see my pizza pan? This is just one of these covers for sufuria. Like, initially I used to be so worried. I thought that if I did not have the professional pizza pans, then my pizza would not turn out okay. But I love this one way too much. It actually does such an amazing job, and that is why kama hujakuwa ukipika pizza kwa sababu you don't have a pizza pan, wacha hizo bana, wacha hizo, ama uniita mimi nikuja nikupikia na unilipe. Wow, okay, that was funny, but ni sawa. So let's go to the last process where we now get to fill our pizza dough with the toppings. Usually, sometimes I like to go with cheese first, but other times I just go ahead and start with the toppings first and then top the whole thing up with the cheese later. I don't think it's that serious, you know, like you don't really have to have a specific process or procedure to do it. You know, as long as it turns out great, really nothing to worry about. So, is there anyone who prefers to make pizza for themselves, or they just feel like no, they have to eat outside? Well, once in a while I don't mind eating outside with friends and family, but most of the time when I'm just indoors, when I'm just at home, I prefer to just do it myself, because number one, I get to have more than enough, and number two, I get to save money. You know what I mean? And then number three, I can play around with it and I can make it exactly how I want it. Okay, so I go ahead and just finish off with the toppings and everything else, and then into the oven later. At this point, our oven has been heating up just to get us the right temperatures by the time we're done, and we are almost, and I'm sure it's hot enough. So in a few minutes we will be putting the whole thing into the oven and then wait for the moment of truth. Oh my god, you guys, this is just the part that makes me so excited. Like, the whole process can be tiring, I have to say, but at the same time it's worth it, you know, because really for me, I would do anything, like for pizza, any day, anytime, you know. So we managed to get this and it looked pretty great. I don't really have like one of these pizza cutters, but the knife did me just a good job. And so nikienda kununua a pizza cutter would just be really like, you know, not anything necessary, but yeah, so it came out really great. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you happen to like any part of the video, please show me that by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel and sharing it with your family and friends and whoever you think would enjoy this kind of content. But in the meantime, I hope that you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much, guys.